Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our midweek message. On Sunday, the theme for the service was that Jesus is our good shepherd and that he takes care of all of us, his sheep. And continuing in that theme, I thought I would like to invite all of you to make a wee craft with me today. And if you are not a child, you are more than welcome to do this along too, or to help any of the wee ones in your life to do it. And if you are small and you can't write or cut out properly, please get one of the grown-ups in your household to help you do this. And I hope you have lots of fun. What you'll need is just a plain sheet of white paper. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fold it in four, like that. And like that. So it looks like this. And I'm just going to turn the camera around so you can see this from the other angle. Right, here I have my sheet of paper. What you'll need as well is a pair of scissors and a Sharpie, a pen or a pencil. And what we're going to do now is draw a sheep on this folded sheet of paper. Most important thing you need to remember is that the sheep should touch both sides of the folded paper. Now you can draw it in any way you prefer. The way I draw a sheep is by making a wee cloud shape that's not completely closed, like that. Then I'll add a wee tail to the side there, you can see, and it is touching the side of the paper. Then I'm gonna add a U shape for its head. See there, I can add a little more cloud. All right, then I'm gonna add 2 ears. Oh, my sheep's got lovely long ears. One that side and one the other side. And like I said, please remember that it needs to touch the end, the side of the paper. Now let's add some wool to our sheep's head. There we go. Like that. Now the eyes. That's it. Now the mouth. There we go. What do you think so far? Then let's add legs. Does not have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be a huge work of art. As long as it looks like a sheep. There we go. Then we're sorted. Now the next thing we're going to do is to cut it out. But we need to remember that we shouldn't cut it through at the ends. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to cut out my sheep like that. And this is where you might need a grown-up to help you. There we go. I'll cut it out nicely. Now, most importantly, once again, look what I'm doing here. I'm not cutting it all the way through. Okay. The bit that's touching the end shouldn't be cut off at the end. That's it. We're getting there. Now, the message of God being our shepherd is that God always takes care of us. He takes good care of us because we belong to Him. We are like His sheep, and therefore we are all a community. We're a flock of sheep, and therefore we should take care of each other too. And see what's going to happen here if I now open up my sheep. There is 4 of them. Just look at that. Isn't that amazing? It's like 4 sheep standing together, holding on to each other. And what you can do now is you can take your time and you can add detail to these guys as well. I'm just going to do it quickly like that, but you can make them look fantastic. There we go, so that in the end they all look like sheep. And then once you're done with that and you've made your 4 lovely sheep, then I want you to choose 4 people, because there's 4 sheep who you care about, and then write their names on each of the sheep. So the 4 people I care about is my dad, so I'm going to say dad, and then Andre, Henry, and Nian. It can be absolutely anybody you care about. And then once you've written their names on them, what I want you to do is to please stick them up in your room somewhere close to your bed so you can see them before you go to sleep. And then tonight, before you go to sleep, I would like to invite you to say a wee prayer to God and pray for all 4 the people whose names you've written down on your sheep. Because one of the ways in which we can take care of each other as members of God's flock is by praying for each other. And you know, prayer makes such a big difference in this life. So let's make sure that we constantly pray for those we love, those we care for, those we are worried about. And to help us to not forget that we should do this, let's stick this up where we can see it and pray for them at night. Because if we do that, we'll be taking care of them just like God is taking care of us too. I hope you all have an awesome week, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again on Sunday.